What's up, everybody? So I thought I would just do my YouTube live real quick. I don't really have anybody checking me out on here yet, and I'm trying to grow this channel, but I'm out here on St. Anthony's Swamp in Pennsylvania at the site of the largest treasure ever found in the United States, and we challenge yeah to prove us wrong. I challenge, the media to come in here and prove us wrong. This is the largest treasure haul ever found in the United States, and I challenge the media to prove me wrong. Here we are, United States, America, largest treasure ever found, right here in Pennsylvania, St. Anthony Swamp, and this is the largest treasure ever found in the United States. So, yeah, here we are live though, St. Anthony Swamp, and this is the site of what I believe to be the largest treasure hole ever found in the United States. It's just been covered up, full of conspiracy, and they want. We are not authorized to be this rich. But yeah, this is the largest treasure haul ever found in the United States. This is just one piece of it. What I believe to be the largest treasure ever found in United States history, and I challenge the media to prove me wrong. Send a Guinness Book World Record, and I challenge the media to prove me wrong. Send a Guinness Book World Record people out here and have them, try to, check out what I'm saying and prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying. Is largest treasure haul ever found in the United States, and I challenge the media to prove me wrong. So we are out here at St. Anthony Swamp, Pennsylvania, where I found the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. Basically I want attention from the Guinness Book of World Records people before it's all looted and hauled away. We would like, to have them send an official out here to investigate my claims that I have found the largest treasure ever recovered in United States history. I'm just getting tired of, watching this stuff turn up at archaeological sites in the Grand Canyon or wherever they're taking it to. It's not here. This is the largest treasure haul in the United States. The first media organization that gets with us will get a 1% of all the profits. So here we are, and and that is unless I go mega viral on my own first. If they get with us soon, then I will gladly give them 1% of the profits of the largest treasure haul ever discovered in United States history. It's right here in Pennsylvania, folks. Not in the Grand Canyon. It's not in anywhere else but Pennsylvania. And we are live here where I found the largest treasure ever discovered in United States history. And what we want is we want to have attention from the media. We want to be able to have them investigate. We want them to send a reporter out. And the first media organization to send out a reporter and look into our claims, we're the largest treasure ever discovered in United States history. And it's been quietly hauled off of this property every night for the last 3 years and continues to do so. This is a conspiracy of epic proportions, and it's the United States. It shouldn't be a communist country. If you discover treasure on your property, you should be the one who gets rich, not some archaeologist who decides to haul it off to some other place and claim that they found it there. This is the largest treasure ever recovered in United States history. It's right here in Pennsylvania, right here at Farm of the Lost, St. Anthony's Swamp. This is, like I said, the largest treasure ever found in the United States. This is just one little piece of it. But we are out here in Pennsylvania, and I challenge the media. To send out, investigative reporting crew, and, whatever the first organization is to cover it. If I haven't gone mega viral on my own by then, we'll get a 1% share in the auction sales of, whatever doesn't get looted between now and then. So it's in their best interest to, get with me, because this is going to go mega viral. It is. It's whether or not they want it to, I don't care. But it will go mega viral. I promise you that. It's the largest treasure found in United States history. And, they're either with me or against me. If you're with me, you're going to be treated very, very well when this goes to auction. I will remember you. If you're against me, it's never good to have a rich and powerful enemy, and I don't care what anybody says or tries to do, but we will not continue to be robbed. We will not continue to be looted. This is the largest treasure ever found in United States history. It's right here in Pennsylvania. We are at St. Anthony's Swamp, and it's the largest treasure ever found in the United States, right? It's right here in PA, and St. Anthony Swamp, PA. It is the largest treasure ever recovered in United States history. We're out in St. Anthony Swamp, Pennsylvania, and this is, like I said, this is the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. And every night that they allow for us to, that they don't send investigative reporters out here, is just, it's taken out of their own profit, because you're going to get a 1% of whatever the total sales are at auction for the first news organization that comes out and helps promote us before we go to auction. It is the largest treasure ever found in United States history, and I am offering 1% to the first news organization that comes out and covers me if I haven't gone viral on my own first. If you all come beat me going viral, then you get a 1%. If you wait and I go viral, then I'm not sharing anything. But if you help me, I'll help you. And a 1% is what I'm giving to, 1% to the first news organization that comes in to help. We'll get a 1% share in auction sales. The largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. We're right out here in Pennsylvania. This is St. Anthony's Swamp, and like I said, we're out here. We're just outside of Lancaster. We're connected to an area of Pennsylvania called the Great Marsh area of PA, right? And basically, it was a once vast ancient wetland, rapidly drying, especially since recently they put in this water retention area that has drained the swamp considerably, and it's been very helpful to the people trying to get in here to loot it. And I have to wonder, was this by design? Did they plan on putting that water retention area in just so the swamp would get drained out so that they could get at those artifacts? Because if this is the case, then they had been planning it since before the construction. There's been aerial flyovers, and it's my belief that they had been searching for these two long lost legendary gold mines that Pennsylvania had. Two long lost, they're like legendary silver or gold mines that PA had. And it is my belief that they were searching for these, and they had been searching for these two long lost legendary silver or gold mines, and they basically had found one of them. They found one of these long lost silver or gold mines. They might have found both, but they at least found the one, and it was on private property here in bordering the PA Turnpike in Chester County, and they hatched a plan to recover artifacts that were stashed here, and to basically to loot the property covertly, because I guess they just felt like we were ignorant, didn't know what we had, and I don't know what the reasoning is that gives the state a right to take the resources of an individual. But I know that once you start allowing it to happen, it is a slippery slope that could lead anywhere. And then you start, now we've got the state police working as their goons, not allowing me to do the maintenance that's required to take care of the property, and not doing anything when, things are sabotaged, or, it's just a very slippery slope, once you get into, what amounts to, in my mind, communism. Because, if you're not allowed to get ahead, then it's all just a dream, If you can't be rich, if normal people just aren't allowed to be rich, and that is the real reason, then, it's like it's all just a dream with that rat race. And if you ever did come upon a fortune, you wouldn't be allowed to keep it, because here we are right here on top of, one of the largest treasure finds in history, and, it's communism. Like, they're basically, like, taking it covertly, and, it's like, oh, well, that's too much money, you're not allowed to keep that. We're just going to take it because, we're the government, and, we're gonna take your amazing archaeological discovery, and we'll just covertly haul it off and bring it someplace else, and we'll act like what you found is crazy, and then post pictures of what we found, which is exactly the same thing, only we're archaeologists and we found it in another place, and we're gonna say it's something, people will listen to us. You're just a fucking bum, and that's what it is. I'm a bum. Bums are not allowed to get rich. They're like, go back to being a bum. Who the fuck do you think you are? Weren't you supposed to be sitting on the corner asking for $1? What are you doing cleaning that stone? What are you doing? You're a bum, man. And that you'll never be anything more than a bum. And you're not allowed to be anything more than a bum. And if you do, we're just going to take it anyway. Because, that's the country we live in, and, it is not as, free and open as people believe. If you ever were to come upon a fortune, you would not be allowed to keep it as a commoner, because it's communism, and that's basically what it is here. They're like, you're not allowed to keep that. Who are you? No, you can't have that treasure. So they're just gonna, they control everything, and they control whether or not you get, people seeing what you're posting. They control, whether or not you're able to open up a store. They, control whether or not you're able to sell stuff. Yeah, this is just amazing, man. It really is. I just find it. I don't know how anybody could not find this stuff to be totally, just absolutely, unbelievably amazing. And, it baffles me and blows my mind, because I'm just like, wow, and then, other people are just thinking, yeah, it's a vast, amazing, ancient treasure, but have you seen this new dance on TikTok? Like, are you serious right now? Like, I don't care about actors or, TikTok or, anything, that, has to do with, some made-up fictional TV show, when I'm sitting on, the largest, greatest national treasure ever found in the United States, and I'm just one man, trying to protect, a national treasure from a well-organized group of individuals who, want to steal our property, and they want to give it to their children or to whatever. They just mainly don't want us to find the mine that runs underneath, so there's all sorts of motivation and motivations behind them not wanting us to capitalize and make the money that we should be making off of what is the largest, most significant archaeological find in the United States this century. I'm going to shout it from the rooftops until I'm heard. The only difference is, if there is a news organization out there willing to pick up a story about the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States, then by all means, get in touch with me, and I would do it quick, because I can make it viral on my own first. I will not be sharing the 1%, which I have agreed to give to the first news organization or media outlet that picks up the story. What's going on over there? First news organization or media outlet that picks this story up, and helps me out, will get a really nice bonus check this Christmas, Like, y'all help me go viral, I will pay you. I will certainly give you 1% of all the auction sales of all these artifacts at auction, and that is going to be a lot of money, So 1% to the first news organization to pick this up and, help me go viral here. I'm offering a 1% of all the auction sales to the first media outlet to pick this up. Now, if y'all take too long and I have to go viral on my own without you, all bets are off. If I get 1 million followers on my own, then no, I'm not going to give 1% to the media, because they took too long. But if the media comes out today or whenever, and the first ones to it, early bird gets the worm, the first media outlet to pick this up, I'm offering 1% to. 1% to the first media outlet who picks up the story about the largest treasure found in the United States to this date. And as of right now, it's a record. It might even be a world record treasure. It might be the largest treasure ever recovered right now. But every day that lessens that I can't have the security that I need to secure what amounts to the largest treasure ever in the United States. And if I'm not having money to defend myself and, this treasure, then, there's really not a lot I can do, because it's a well-organized, well-funded group of individuals, and, every day counts. So, I am offering a 1% to the first media outlet that, says, hey, maybe this guy's correct. Maybe he does have the largest treasure ever found in the United States. And if they were to send a Guinness Book of World Records people out here, I am 100% confident and certain my claims will be substantiated and verified. They just like with the cops, man, they just won't look, If they wouldn't even look in the direction of stake that one day. But, the very first news organization that picks this up will get 1% of whatever the total sales are at auction for these artifacts. I'm offering a 1% cut to the first news organization to pick up the story about the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. And that is right out here at St. Anthony Swamp in Pennsylvania. And it is, like I've said multiple times, the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. St. Anthony Swamp, Pennsylvania, guys. We're out here at the site of, a massive treasure. This is actually one of the lids. This was a part of a lid to a vault. But all the lids to the vault, I found themselves to be very, very interesting, intriguing artifacts when cleaned up. There are more vaults that, I haven't even popped the tops to. I've been waiting for, a media or a news crew just to pop the top to these vaults. And in the meantime, they get stolen, stuff gets stolen from them every day. And every day we're losing more and more and more. Every day we get looted. Every day, more and more treasure from St. Anthony Swamp is taken. And, we just, we need help. We need help from the media. We need help from reporters. The first news organization to pick this story up will get 1% cut of total profits of everything from, that we find out here on St. Anthony Swamp in Pennsylvania. When it goes to auction, y'all get 1% of that. So the more that gets looted in the meantime, that's money that's coming out of your pocket. Best interest to run the story as soon as possible so we can get security out here to secure the site of the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. It's right on private property, and it is St. Anthony Swamp, Pennsylvania, home of the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. And, like I said, we're out here at St. Anthony Swamp in Pennsylvania, where I found the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. And, I want teams of investigators. I want private investigators investigating the thefts that have been ongoing here. And, I want us mainly just to get credit, though, for what is the largest haul of treasure in the United States ever. I'm tired of picking up my phone to read another story about, the Grand Canyon or, that cave where they say the treasure was that the Mongolians had. And I haven't seen really pictures too much of any. I saw one picture of the treasure that they said was in the Grand Canyon. And they're like, yeah, it's scaring archaeologists. And the picture that they showed looked like they had picked it up from right here. And I said it to my fiance before I even read where they said this thing was from. I said, that looks like one of ours. I wonder, if they got that from here. I wonder if that's like local. And I read it and it said the Grand Canyon. And at first I'm like, that's a Grand Canyon. And as I started to think about it, I'm like, well, wait a minute. This stuff has got to be going someplace. They are taking it someplace, doing something with it. Why not the Grand Canyon? In fact, the Grand Canyon makes a lot of sense because there's probably land there that's either public or that they have the right to dig on, and therefore they have agreements so that, they'll be able to take credit for what they say they found. But I don't believe that the stuff was where they're saying they found it, and I believe it should be challenged by archaeologists to see, or geologists to see if, the weatherization matches up to the locations at which they're saying these artifacts were at, or, if they actually came from here. And I think DNA or side-by-sides, can prove in the long run whether they're telling the truth or not, especially if a lot of this stuff was mined on this property, but it has left here by the multiple ton truck every day for the last 3 years. The last couple of days there's been actually less traffic than normal. I guess it's because of the videos, and they realize that this has got to be coming to a head soon. I will give a reward of 1% of all the, whatever it is, the first media outlet to pick up what is the largest treasure ever recovered in the United States. It's on private property out here in Pennsylvania, St. Anthony Swamp. And, we are, going to give 1% of the profit to the very first media organization that picks up this story and comes out and, makes us go viral, If I go viral on my own, though, without them, then, all bets are off. But if they make us go mega viral, if the media helps us, they will get 1% of auction sales when it goes to auction. So I need help, and we need security. We have been getting looted every day for years, and I'm sick of it. I don't want to be looted anymore. I want to be able to take care of my family. And I can't right now. And it's a shame because we are on, the largest treasure ever found in the United States. And, my mother has a birthday tomorrow, and I can't afford to get her anything, and it kills me. I love my mother very much, and she still has to work, and she shouldn't. Not when we're on the largest treasure ever found in the United States. I want her to be able to retire and live comfortably, and I'm just not going to allow myself or us at all, my family in any way, shape, or form, to continue to be robbed or taken advantage of. If they want to go about and not give me credit or whatever, so be it. But I'll be damned if they think they're going to not give me credit and then take the shit and, go take it someplace else and get credit themselves. Oh, hell no. That ain't happening. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows every day that, this stuff was in fact on St. Anthony Swamp in Pennsylvania, and that it was, taken and hauled away in the backs of multiple tons trucks to be taken to undisclosed locations where they can try to get credit and claim it to be their own. So